Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me. Let me see if I'm going to switch to comments. Let me know when you hop on here if you can hear me, because otherwise I have no idea. The lasers are running. They are cutting a whole bunch of Mr. and Mrs. Claus right now for you guys. Um, a little bit about me if you're new to the group, because I know we had a whole ton of new people. There's a bug. We had a whole ton of new people come in recently. And so my basics, I use 20-ish colors, and I pretty much don't vary from that for the most part. I like magic erasers. You'll find that I paint a lot with magic erasers, and I just slice them up. I bought a whole bulk of them a couple years ago on Amazon, and so I've been going through them and haven't needed to buy any since. Um, but I think for the most part, you'll get to know that I'm just a fast, messy crafter, and half the time I just go for it. I like to experiment. I like to see what happens. And you might see some goof ups along the way. It's just how we craft. So, I'm still waiting for some people. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. Let me know in the comments that you can hear me, because the lasers are going. Last time I tested this out, it was okay, but I want to make sure that you guys can still hear me. Also, when you guys get the Mr. and Mrs. Claus, you're going to have to, on the stands, see how it's offset a little bit. When you place them together, make sure that you're not doing this, because then it won't set right. So make sure of that. Normally, when I paint, I do the stands first, and then I'll separate my colors. You can't see them all in the back here. So I'm going to separate my colors, but I'll let you know which colors I'm using, and then I'll see if I can add my list of colors in the descriptions for you guys. But I've got Christmas red, and I use folk art. I like the thicker paint, and my paints actually I use the Home Depot sample size, and then I add an additive to it to make it more chalky. So you'll learn that about me too. But I color match them with folk art so that you guys can go and grab them from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's or wherever you get your paint. But for the red, I'm using Christmas red. I have for his Santa's belt, I'm using yellow orc. Let's see, the gray for Mrs. Claus's hair is barnwood. Let's see what else. Black, I just use a regular black. It's actually a huge bottle of Deco Art black. White, I use vintage white just because I like the way it coats better than pure white, because pure white's hard. Let's see. Oh, this is an off-white I'm doing with her dress just to kind of give it some contrast. And that one. So let me back up. Her hair is steel gray. I'm a liar. Her hair is steel gray, and the off-white that I use is barnwood. The skin tones are cool bisque. The green today I'll be using is olive green. And then the brown for the cookies and the gingerbread guy is, where's it at? It's toast, no, roasted pecan. So all folk art, all matte. And then that's pretty much, let's see, other basics. One of the lasers just stopped. The other basics, I like to go fast and I'm messy. So there you go. I will separate by color is normally what I do. So I'm going to sit here and separate my guys. On this one, I have to figure out which camera I'm looking at. There it is. This is her little candy swirl in her hair, and it's not going to focus in on it, is it? Let me find the camera. Anyways, it comes apart so you can paint it easier, and it's delicate. So be careful with it when you guys get it. See how delicate that is? It's super duper tiny. But it comes apart so that you can paint it easier with the red and the white. So I'm going to do some green. So right now I'm just separating into my colors. You guys are pretty quiet today. I'm still hoping you can hear me. Nobody's told me whether you can hear me or not. Oh, I did it pull a darker. So on her nose, I used her nose as a different, like, darker color than the actual skin tone, and that one is crushed coral. I didn't pull it down from my shelf. Morning, guys. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? We're gonna take the grandkids to the water park tomorrow, plus the teenagers. Should be interesting. Um, Okay, and then on Santa, these are his sleeves, and you'll notice that when you guys get it because you guys have ordered a ton of these guys. They are also the spacers for these guys, so make sure that you put them on right. Normally, when you get them, you'll get, like, I have labels here. You'll get the I gotta find the camera. You'll get the little X circles for spacers, but his sleeves this time are being used as the spacers. Let's do the white one up first. White, white, and red. Okay, tools I use. I always have this guy, Dollar Tree, and then again, magic erasers. I send, when you guys order, I send you guys get these. And these, I actually learned how to shade with those versus the brush. I know a lot of you, there's quite a few of you in the group that are excellent with the floating technique, and then you use the brushes. That one is still sort of new to me, so I'm still learning it. I'm gonna go shut off this air compressor. Maybe you'll hear me better. Hold on. Okay, there's one laser down. All right, let's start with Santa. Do all the reds. Holler at me if I go out of frame. I put tape down, so I'm trying to stay within my tape so you guys can see. Oh, there's the other one. I'm gonna go shut that one off. Hold on. Now it feels so quiet to me in here because all the air compressors are shut off. I also have like 10 fans because in the summertime it gets so hot in here, and then I have two air conditionings. I leave them on overnight, so when I come in the morning, it's so freezing, but by the end of the day, it's so hot in here. I don't know if, like, Trying to think how I want to do the candy cane, if I want to use a brush or if I just want to go over it with the sponge. Let's do the brush, which means I have to find one. Move him out of the way. You'll also find I use the cheapest brushes because I forget them in the water and then I'll ruin them. Bad habit. I don't know why it's not showing any comments. I can't tell if you guys are talking to me or not. I'm going to check on my phone because I don't want to miss comments if you guys are talking to me. Okay. Oh. So we're going to go this one on the designer's file. These little guys were cut out, but I left them. So I left them in. I just scored them just because I didn't want to have a ton of tiny little pieces all over the place and have you guys struggle with it because I struggle with tiny little pieces. So I left them in and just scored them. So you'll have to either, if you have a nice fine tipped pen or a paintbrush, you'll do that, or you can use a paint marker. I think I'm going to do it white first and then we'll go back over that one. We'll get the red out of the way for now. Let's do some black. I struggled with his buttons. I wasn't sure if I went on the label, if I wanted to color them black or gold, and I went back and forth. So I create my labels in Procreate first. So it also helps me with coloring them for you guys and figuring out what colors I want to do. Again, because only using like 20 colors, it's a blessing and a curse all at the same time because I don't have to think about what colors I want to use, but then you have to really think about what colors you want to use. And then normally I'll just cut off the tip. Can't figure out which camera. That's going to be a hard one. I'll just cut off the tip and reuse the sponge until it gets too tiny, and then I'll start getting paint all over my fingers. Anybody shop on the Amazon Prime deal thing? I heard there was some cool deals, but I'm not much of a shopper. Is that weird? I shop for crafts, but really nothing else. I don't. I want in and out. My husband's the shopper. People think I'm weird when I tell them that he's got more shoes than I do. Okay, set these ones aside. Okay, what next? Let's do gray. Okay, yeah, so it's just her hair. And this one for her hair and the cookie sheet, it's the steel gray, not the barnwood. The barnwood is more of like my off-white that I'll use on her dress to kind of offset, like for her color, I'm going to use the regular white, the antique white. Oh, that one's clogged. I need a baby wipe. Who knew baby wipes would come in so handy even after you have kids out of diapers? You'll also find that I'm not a perfectionist. So if you guys get paint in the lines, this is why I love this little tool. I got it from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack of 2. Grab as many as you can. Well, I grab as many as I can because I also use them to poke out small pieces when they don't come out on the laser. Like certain fonts on the laser don't come out very nice. So you can just poke it through there and then you'll get your scroll lines back. Me, it's not a big deal to me. These ones are more for placement of the cookies, so I'm really not worried about those. Okay. You guys, she's so cute. I just love her to death. can do, I don't know if I want to do that yellow. Okay, let's go with trying to find a spot to set. I'm running out of room. That's her nose. Okay, let's do white. It's a lot of white. These ones you might want to pull the paint out of just to have the more detail of it. So we're going to go back through that with our brush. That one should have had some black in it. Okay. I don't know, like it's not showing me comments. So I don't know if you guys are talking to me. I don't know if it's not showing me comments because I've got you streaming to YouTube as well. That's what I mean about how like fine and delicate. Look at those two tiny little pieces. They're so tiny. Be careful with them. Okay, it's those ones. That one's got two coats. Two coats. Two coats. That's the downside to the magic erasers. You get little fuzz balls. Cause it is a magic eraser. It does fall apart. It's also why you've heard me say I like the firm ones better. And I don't know how to tell you how to tell the difference because they all came together in a big old bulk package from Amazon. And some of them were soft and some of them were more firm. Softer ones fall apart faster. Okay. So for the dots, I did do his eyes black. Oh, did I do them black or blue? It might have been blue. So that's a navy blue and folk art. That's what I'll use for their eyes. So we won't do that yet. But I just have this another Dollar Tree tool. I think it was a nail for nails, fingernails. But I use it for painting. I know a lot of people use the back of their paintbrush, which works just perfect. Okay, you guys, the hard part's going to be trying to figure out which pieces are for which Mr. or Mrs. Let's do their skin. Most of his face is going to be covered up with his hat and his beard, so it's just within this little round circle here. Her. I don't know how far. There it is. Okay. I think those are the only pieces that are skin toned. Besides her nose, but I'm doing that different shade. Okay. What else? Let's do. Could do her dress. This is the off-white one, which is the barnwood in folk art. put her apron on the top just so I can see where to paint. And you'll see her right over there. So that's covered. So just on her arm. Nope. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I forgot the candy cane with the white. Okay. And do the green. Or the red too. I'm going to use this for the dots. My red's drying up over here. All the fans going, it dries up my stuff faster. I really wish I could see comments because it's driving me crazy. I don't like talking to myself. Okay, green. Let's find a tiny brush. I need new brushes. These little tiny guys might be better with a paint marker, but I don't know where my paint markers are. They're over there. But I don't know if I have dark green. Hoping my hand's not in the way. Sorry, I know you can't see that one. Definitely probably easier with a marker. Can do this one. Tiny little colors. Let's see. That's her nose. So we're doing it to different. It's a little bit more pink. really wish I could see the comments. Like, talking to myself is not fun. I'm going to figure that one out. Want to do the cookies? Let's do the cookies. Oh, there's some red in those cookies too. Okay. Oh, and some white from my markers. I'm not even going to attempt the white squigglies on the gingerbread because that would be a mess. I need new white markers. Let's see if these work. Here we go. Heart, his cheeks. I put red in his cheeks. Oh, we still need to do their eyes. Okay. Let's see if I can get the hearts with the pokey thing without making a mess. Not bad. Okay, I think I'm not going to do details because then you'll be here for another hour. I think I got all the pieces painted. Let's put them together and see where we're at. Let's move right there. Oh, their eyeballs. Dang it. I keep forgetting their eyes. So how the sleeve and then his belt is like the backers to hold these up. It's like the spacers. That one has green. Okay. I forgot the end of her. Okay, the end. End of her sleeves. I did green right here. Little nose. Get her hair sit right. There we go. Oh goodness. His feet. His feet. Some more red. Where's that? There it is. Her feet. Cookies. Eyeballs. I actually put it back? I did. I think we got most of it. So if I was going to go add details and shadows, I would probably add some to the rim of the cookie sheet. I would definitely add highlights to her hair, where the score lines are, to make it more pronounced. His beard, I definitely would give him hairline strokes, probably around his little wristlet. I don't know what you call those on his mittens. I'd probably have fun with the cookies, maybe some polka dots or stripes or I can't wait till you guys get them and I start seeing all your details and how you guys paint them. I love seeing that. I love seeing the different people using paper. I love the glitter. Always the glitter. Okay, there they are. So let's put them together. It's the other thing. If you're new around here, I don't use glue. The only thing you'll need glue on with me is the stands. Because unfortunately, I can't figure out how to put the sticky back without having it exposed all over the stand. And with that, I just use Dollar Tree lid glue. Works great. Let's put his beard down first. His arms are in the way. Over here, I'm just kind of feeling to see if he's level with his base. So his arms aren't crooked. Put this one on. I'm guessing it's probably something stupid simple that I didn't click and I can't see your comments. It's going to drive me nuts. For him, maybe some dry brushing actually on here to make it look like more furry and differentiate it from his beard. Give him some lines in his beard and his mustache. Give him a shadow on his nose. Maybe edge out these ends. That's him. So, like I said in the beginning, it's offset. So, and that's because of his thickness of his feet. So, just stick him up front. The thicker part goes up front. And then there he is. Let me see. Find the camera. For her, again, her hair, her poor eyeballs. I made her look like she's crying. She must have burnt her cookies. That's why she's crying. She burnt her cookies. We'll come back to her face. Let's move her. Okay. Poor Mrs. Claus. She burnt her cookies and now she's crying. The cookies would be a fun place for glitter. She's so tiny and delicate. So cute. Be careful with this one. Yeah, see if we can get her hair on. Match it up with the score lines at the top of her glasses because the glasses will fit right in. Just make sure you dry her eyes before you put her glasses on because then you'll make her cry like I did. Her nose is so tiny too. Okay, there she is too. She's offset on her stand as well, so make sure her feet go towards the front of the thicker part. So when she stands, she doesn't fall over. And there's Mr. and Mrs. like I said, with her, they're backwards. With her, I'd add some highlighting in her hair, probably some on the bow, her nose, of course, maybe some around here, maybe a lace pattern. That would be kind of fun, and her little collar here. Glitter on the cookies, always glitter on the cookies. That would be super fun. I can't wait to see that. And that's pretty much it. But I'm not going to detail it because I can't see comments and it's not fun talking to myself. And we're already over an hour in, and I want to cut more for you guys so I can get them out. But there's Mr. and Mrs. And then hopefully I can figure out why the comments are not showing. And then I totally was hoping the flamingo would win because that's the one I wanted to paint. So I'll try to do that one and see if I can get the comments coming because it's not fun painting by myself. So there's Mr. and Mrs. And let me know if you guys have any questions. As always, there's links in the description to my store where you guys can get those. The sale ends today on the shelf sitters, and it starts tomorrow for the square signs, the mini signs for the ladders, and the bistro stand. So those will start next week. Also, the subscription box, that cart, I will open it next week as well. And if you haven't seen it, it is sunflowers. I don't have it near me. I already show you. Oh, but I have the bonus near me. You guys want to see a bonus? This is the bonus for those of you who have the larger box. You guys will get this. And then for the early birds, when I open the cart for the early birds, you'll get this for the larger box only. It does not come with the tray only box. It comes with the box when you get, it's called, I have it as add-on box. I think I'm going to change that name because I think it confuses. No, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. But this is the bonus that you guys get with this month's box. Are you ready? I don't know if I can get it all the way in the frame here. It's pretty big. It's huge. And it will stand up, or you can hang it, or however you want. But it's a big, huge paddle. And these things take forever to cut. And I'm going to paint it. I was thinking about painting it white, give it some distressing. It's got some score lines in there, so it looks like shiplap. But we'll see what I do with it. I think I'll do the truck red, and then, of course, the sunflowers yellow. But it's going to be super fun. Super, super duper fun. I love this month's box, and I can't wait to show you what this looks like all painted up. So that's the bonus for the larger box, the add-on box. A lot of you have had a question about whether or not to cancel or to pause for the month. I don't allow pausing because there's like 200 people on the wait list. And so I want everybody to have a chance to get a subscription box if they want it. So that's why I don't allow pausing of your subscription box. It's either you cancel and then I can let other people in. So there's that. But that opens next week. Mini signs sale next week. And then the week after are the long-awaited trucks and the fence kits in the last week of July. So that will end the Christmas in July with the trucks and the fence kits. And if you guys make it as hot as the tier tray ones, I'll be hiding again for another 2 weeks, cutting and just cutting and cutting and cutting. So blessed for you guys. Like you amaze me every time. And I'm so grateful that I get to do this and share this with you guys. Like it seriously, it warms my heart. I love it. So thanks for sticking around. Hopefully I can fix the comments so that I can see you guys and interact, because I want interaction. I want to play, and I want to see what you guys think while I'm painting. So until next time, bye ladies.